Whoops.
Hey guys.
What's up? How we doing?
Look who's back.
Back again. Guess who's back? Tell some. Come on, everybody. Somebody knows, right?
What's up, Jason, Neil, Mark,
JD's back.
Rudy.
I'm with it. All right, I'm just creating a post for the post, guys.
I don't listen to a lot of rap, but that's one I've heard.
Man,
there you go.
I would have thought from being from the dirty South, you know what I'm saying? Kurt would have been kind of in that trap music lane a little bit.
What's over there, like Ludacris, that type of music?
Yeah, bro, like T.I., bro.
There you go.
Rubber Band Man, Wild as a Taliban.
Well, I grew up playing the drums and I listened to heavy metal because that was hard to play.
Nice.
And
you played drums? Were you in a band?
I was in marching band. I was in symphonic band. I was in the jazz band. I was in a jazz band. I was in a garage band.
The dirty South, bro. He was at the HBCUs fucking in the damn marching bands.
We didn't march like that.
That dude was stomping. Kurt was out there stomping. That's awesome.
Stomp the yard.
Dang, Kurt. We gotta get Kurt playing. Like, one, Kurt does tattoos. Then Kurt is a rock star. Right. We need to get. That's what you need to expand on right there. Screw HVAC at this point.
I had a previous life.
Yeah.
Well, before you came in, Jay, Kurt was asking about the stuff that we were talking about, the channels, doing other stuff on the as far as like the content and all that.
For
Kurt,
sure.
you could do the same thing too. Talk about your other hobbies there.
Yeah, I'm thinking about adding a little more about the small motors and generators and stuff like that. There seems to be a little bit of interest in it.
People love that. They eat it up. We've seen the analytics from other people's markets, and you're a guy that actually knows what he's doing.
So I'm learning as I go.
And the tattooing and the bands, all that stuff.
Hell yeah, I love it. That's what I'm here for.
So how's it going, Jake, with the new business and everything?
Well, it's the same business, but little just
new name.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. Really good month so far. Pretty pumped about it. It's just gonna lead into.
So you've been busy?
Yes, sir.
Busy.
I hope we all know that, right? Busy. Yeah. No, it's so, bro. It's so bad because it's the natural thing to do is like, yeah, we're so busy or something stupid.
At least you're not legit.
Yeah. Right. Well, did I text you that? No, I texted Adrian that. I'm like,
oh yeah,
it being legit, and I was like, it's legit. And I'm like, pun intended, because that's just how it rolled off. But yeah, man, it's been good. We do have another Doug job, 2 of them, matter of fact, next week or the following. Did 2 installs this week, and compressor, TX, a lot of shit, man. And we're expanding into different markets we haven't been into, like basically our neighborhoods, because we were serving the old market, of the company that we got the acquisition from. And here we are.
I think y'all are doing it the right way. When I started my business, I didn't have any customers. I didn't have nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's scary, and that's how a lot of people, I think, start, right? They kind of like, you know what? Here, and yeah, we were just fortunate. I say that every time when me and him talk. I'm just like, dude, we bought a database that had 2,000 customers, and now, granted, a lot of them people were dead. Like when we try to do a campaign to touch base with them, yeah, sorry, they're no longer with us, but but we're still doing all right. We're doing all right, So, anyways, fellas, what's new?
I've just been doing maintenance. Kurt, what you got going on?
Well, today I posted a video and I had a little difficulty with 2 of my tools.
Which one? Okay, I saw was it the mini
Shredder
video?
Yeah, shredder core removal tool.
Okay.
Oh wow.
and that 1/2-inch NAVAC hose that goes 1/2 inch to 1/4.
Mm-hmm.
Vacuum hose.
Did the joint pop off?
No, I couldn't get a new O-ring in the 1/4 side.
Oh.
Not just me. There was 2 of us trying, and we spent probably 30 minutes, and we couldn't get a new O-ring in there.
Well, there's your problem. You didn't have the third person doing it, bud.
I was just like, what? And then there was the NAVAC Schrader core removal tool. It was leaking where it wasn't supposed to be leaking.
Right at the tip.
Well, I was on a mini split, so I had the 5/16 tip.
Oh yeah.
And then the 1/4 tip, and behind that, even though it was tight, I could turn the rest of the tool, and it would start to leak.
Oh, yeah, it's shitty.
I've always been like, I've seen that one. It's like the tool, and then like the adapter goes on it or something.
Yeah, and then the shaft that pulls the Schrader is just extra long.
Oh, okay. Because I've seen it. I don't know. It never looked durable to me or great.
I'm never going to use it again.
What the hell are you laughing at, Jake?
It was just a perfect opportunity, dude. He set us up for an extra long shaft, bro. Like we just let that go. We let it slide.
Not anymore.
I was like, damn. But it was like,
oh my
it was
God.
15 seconds too late. But I love it.
That's why we missed it, Jake.
Man, I did some ab workout and you just made me laugh.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh,
Kurt out
So
here.
is this the time when everybody's trying to get back in shape? Because I'm trying to do that too now.
Y'all stay tuned, bro.
I'm trying to do something to
Yeah.
stay in shape.
Kurt, every time I watch, like, no, I said I did this when he was on one of Ryan's things. I asked him, like, Kurt got some fucking road maps on his arms. Like, you got some veins, bro. Like, I was like, I thought Kurt was kind of jacked. I mean, you look like you for whatever age you are
In the past.
Yeah. Did you ever get on the gear?
The what?
The juice?
No.
The secret sauce?
You talking about Mountain Dew?
That's it. That's the one. Nah, okay. No, you look like you would have a I mean, you look fit for your, like, how old are you?
I'm about to be 53.
Damn, yeah, dude. You're in better shape. I'm 33 and you
Yeah.
look better than me, bro. Like
Yeah, everybody's giving their recommendation on the valve core removal tools. Actually, you know who has one coming out that I'm dying to try?
Oh, tell us about it.
I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but Field Piece has that new one coming out.
Outside of the t-shirt and the hat and all the swag and
yeah, he's being nice to them right now.
my man, like, yeah, just put it on, just put the hat on. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of hats, though,
Hey, I just had Tony on my show, so I was, it's being nice.
you know what?
That was a good show. I watched it.
Big Tony.
He was really good. He's in there, and I'm like, I'll just let you take over because he had all the information.
He was like teaching a class.
Yeah, he's cool. Whenever y'all meet him, I mean, I know Adrian has. Kurt, when you'll meet him in person, he's a cool cat. Because his name's Tony.
He does the same thing at the trade shows. Sets up.
Yeah.
Explains everything. Yeah.
Well, what I learned about him in your show was that he basically started as working in the warehouse and has worked his way up through engineer and he's done well for himself.
Which is crazy because like that's something he brought up. He's like, what did I do before? He's like, I came here straight out of high school. I'm like, damn.
He is
like he is Field Piece.
The HVAC equivalent of Jeff Bezos.
There you go.
Bezos started out in Amazon's warehouse packing books, and now
really, I didn't know that.
Check it out.
Amazon. I remember when Amazon was a bookstore.
Just bookstore. Yeah, that's what he did.
Oh yeah.
But
I was looking at my textbooks on that. Now it's like you shop everything.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I don't know about that sight glass. Could be a leak point. We'll find out.
Yeah.
It looks like the exact same sight glass that is in their S-Mans.
Oh yeah.
The shit's heavy duty. Like, did you get a chance to mess with it at the show, Adrian? AHR?
Nah, I didn't mess with it too much.
That shit's beefy, bro. Like,
Is Is it too bulky to fit in the?
That's gonna be the
spots?
problem. That's gonna be the thing, right? Because depending on how, like, I don't know. Well, some manufacturers have gotten better, but like if you're on an older unit or something, which generally is the issue, right? We'll be doing something too. Like the old Riemann Rude classics, you ain't getting it on there probably. You know what I mean?
About the cubes, they got that tight little spot.
Oh my god, those, and then the ones where like the cores are inside by the compressor compartment, and like the suction and liquid lines. You ain't, because you got this
the old
much room.
rectangles. They're pointed backwards.
Yeah.
It's like why can't they make them, just easier for us?
Like durable. Yeah.
Yeah, because I do refrigeration mostly, and I hate the walk-in boxes that I see, the condensers, where the lines are like side by side. So like one of the ports is literally facing the line there. So I can't even get my probes on there. So I gotta go old school with the manifold and hoses to hook up to those, and I'm not taking the shredders on those. Not unless I undo the bottom, get the plate up, get the valves off the ground, and then but the screws are on the bottom.
That's a lot of work to change a shredder core.
Yeah, I'll pull through the manifold. Usually those are like really small walk-in boxes anyway.
I get like for like real tight ones like that. I just use the little stubby hoses on and just put the.
I bought a pack of like those short hoses that have like the ball valve on them.
Yeah,
so I've been trying those out.
That's what I'll use in those situations. Did you get the JBs, the field piece, the yellow jackets? Which one did you get?
Those were like knockoffs. I don't remember. I got them a while back.
Unreal.
I was gonna send you remember we were talking about the sprayers and stuff?
Yeah.
Amazon has like a knockoff version of that new Calgon one.
How much?
Like $150.
I mean, that's worth a shot.
I don't know. Like,
are you talking about the one that goes on the bottle?
No, the battery powered one.
It's like,
I hadn't seen that.
It's like the big tank. Was it like 5 gallons or something? And usually it's like orange or something. And it's got like a actual spray hose.
The orange one is another brand, and that one is like $800.
That's the good one, then.
Yeah.
800.
Yeah, new Calgon has one that's like HVAC specific.
Yeah.
That one's like $550, something like that. And I'm debating it because I actually need, because a lot of the places that I go do maintenance for, they've been removing the faucets outside. I'm like, what the hell? Like I've been using that.
So dumb.
Yeah, and, you need that.
So now I need like a portable, solution. And I'm on rooftops because I was telling Jake, like I might retire my Works Hydro Shot. It's a portable pressure washer, but I got to siphon water out of a bucket.
That's what I do with mine.
But getting a bucket full of water on the roof kind of sucks. So this new Calgon one, and we're talking about the Milwaukee one too. Like it's literally like a backpack or shoulder strap that you can take up. It's nice.
But
you just fill it up with water.
With that porter blaster, you can use this.
Yeah, but
I know it's with the bucket and shit, but
still got a siphon. Yeah,
for sure.
You still got to get a bucket of water up there.
Correct. Yeah. God, I'm so stupid.
I'm not on a roof that much, so that.
Yeah, these are things I'm like, damn it, because like it's worked for this long that I've had that pressure washer, but like I only needed it for like a couple of locations. Now it's like I need it for like 5 to 10 locations, and it's like it gets old real quick.
Yeah, if you could strap that to your back and climb a ladder, that would help.
It's so much easier.
The M18, I want to say it's like $3.99. Did you check out the M18 backpack sprayer? It's a switch. It's called the Switch Tank.
Kind of, but it's kind of bulky at that point.
It is.
I might just go with the new Calgon one.
Whatever.
Unless I get the smaller one, the one that's like I think it's like $200.
Yeah, that's the one. Yep.
I didn't find the anything without a battery. That's the only thing, because I was like, I don't need more. Well, I could use another battery, but
yeah,
the small one.
For sure. I think
looking for tool only is what you mean.
Yeah.
I tried. They didn't have it. I was like, I have enough batteries, but
go double.
They only sell it in a kit.
Double check the Home Depot if they got the buy more, save more right now, where you spend $500, you get off 150. So that might be a part of the deal. It might be like one of the tools. It might be online only, but just go play with that shit, because then you'll get a stupid good deal.
I need leaf blower, transfer pump, sprayer. I might just go do that.
I'll tell you, I've got that little M12, and it's about this big. It has an extension so you can make it a little longer. But I've got the M12 blower. It's
Yeah.
on the inside. It just blows straight through instead of the curly Q.
Yeah.
And for HVAC, that's fine.
That's the one I have too in the truck, and then like I'll clean the back of the truck and spot clean some spots where we're at. But
yeah,
I might have to get that one.
Now's the time.
It's not super powerful, but it's enough for what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no, I just clean with it. So, and then I clean out the cabinets of the units and stuff, whatever.
Exactly.
Back HVAC is asking how's the Milwaukee pump doing. Speaking of Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I used it today. It does fine. As long as you got a good tight seal, that thing will pull down quick. But if you don't have a good tight seal, it's going to take forever.
That's so annoying. But it's convenient.
Once you get used to it, you realize real quick that there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Bastards.
But didn't you have an issue with it in manifold mode or whatever it was?
Yeah. Sometimes when I turn it on, it turns on in the slow mode, and then I can't make it speed up until I take off the battery and put it back on, and then it'll speed up.
So it has its little quirks.
It does. Not worth sending it back yet, though.
Okay.
They got good warranties though. 5 years on the tool, right? Double check it.
I don't know.
Mark, I was actually going to bring this up. Speaking of the True Blue hoses, I have one that I broke the half-inch coupler on it, or whatever it is, that adapter.
I've got one, and I had issues with it being a tight seal at the coupler connection.
Yeah.
So
it would leak on you?
Well, I kept having issues pulling the vacuum. So I used a different hose, and I did better. So I went back to that one, and I undid the couplings, put some nylog in there, put them back together. But I always started questioning that joint.
And you're like, son of a b.
See, I would question it too, because I would have issues with it where I'm like, I think I'm leaking by or something, but I would start over tightening it, and that's what ended up breaking that end. Like it just came apart. So I haven't been able to put it back. I think I put it back together once. It came apart again, so I just went and bought like a new one.
The
fitting.
Video I had today. You're already questioning the tightness of the system that you're pulling a vacuum on. You don't want to question your hoses and your core removal tools too.
No.
So at this point, I'm just gonna try, like, everybody has hoses coming out. Like you mentioned, the Navac ones. I have the what's that other one? I think they're the Appion ones. And then Field Piece has some that just came out, so I'm gonna try and get those too.
Yeah, Navac's coming out with the 3/4 hose, and because I think they only go up to half inch. They had it at AHR when they were doing the test and shit, and it's it doesn't have the little coupling adapters like the True Blue does. It's got the sealed ends on it, so.
That's the one I had the trouble replacing the seal in. It's like they're quarter inch in.
It's probably a special freaking, you know what I mean?
It don't take the same O-ring that you can just buy off the shelf at your parts store.
For sure. Yeah.
I can't get one in there.
Bastards.
It's like I think Brian had mentioned those, like the probes. I think it was the Testa ones. I don't think it was a Field Piece. The Testa ones have those like plastic little gaskets in there.
Yeah, the white like
Teflon.
Right? Yep.
Teflon. Yeah.
There you go, Teflon. And he had to replace them and put regular gaskets in there because it wasn't like he was getting a leak on it or something. It's like
that was supposed to be better than the rubber gaskets.
I had to test those. I didn't like. I don't know. I didn't trust
I
that
kept
part of it.
Turning them on accidentally in my bag, and because of the way it's set up.
Yeah, that's what I told everybody. You never had them, right?
I got them.
Jake?
I got the first
or
gen,
second?
first gen, and they're still going.
Okay.
I got them back in 2018.
I got the second gen, and I hated that they always turned on, and the battery would always be dead.
Damn, that's stupid.
And
That
then
is
the battery cover on the.
Oh yeah, they
some of
do.
them would
They are
fall off.
Yeah, they're like right there too, and it's just like a little latch. Yeah, that's true. It's true.
I don't
Yeah,
have that
that's-
issue with the field piece.
That's why I switched, and everybody like tells me about test them. Like I tried them, I had them. Like
Which one's
The
The
range-
field piece, they fit so well down into those pockets in those Vito bags.
that too. Yeah,
were
They
designed
slide
for
right
it.
down in there. I like that too.
See?
yeah, because Teslas they're shorter, but they're a lot fatter.
It's all about the. They're like little chodes, bro.
Una chaparrita.
I knew as soon as I was like, it was coming out of, the words were coming out. I was like, here we go. But yeah, that's why I chose Philippines. Like all those things that you brought up, they were slimmer, so they fit in the pockets or anywhere. I put them anywhere in the bags, and they fit just fine. I didn't like the Teflon gasket on the Testos. They always turned on in my bag, and they're always dead. Like I couldn't. I just ended up selling them. Somebody bought them. I went and got the field piece.
That's exactly what I did.
Except Jake. Jake still has them.
Yeah, of course. I don't run from them.
But you're using field piece, right?
Depends on what bag I have. Honestly,
Wait a minute, you got
you
a
got-
whole new setup for every bag you got. You got about a dozen bags.
Have you not watched my channel?
It's just an excuse to go buy more tools.
Bro, I got 4 full tool bags in my freaking
And
Cool.
he needs probes for every
job.
bag.
I want to get no bullshit. I want to get the yellow jacket ones, and I want to get the JBs now. And then I have 4 bags that I could just take whichever one. And people are like, "Well, that's stupid. You don't need to do." I don't. You're right. But I'm not gonna buy them. I'm hoping that eventually they come my way. But yeah,
Well, JB's acting a little crazy. I reached out to them, and they said, "Yeah, we're looking for some people." And I'm like, "Hey,
I'm
y'all
your
got some
guy,
products I'm interested in." And then they just ghosted me.
bro. You know what's crazy is like because they just be going. I swear to you, just after these Instagram folks, man. I'm like, do you not realize? Like literally, out of all the social media, YouTube is clearly still king, right? Like if people just, you know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is. And Kurt is like, he's up here. He's that guy. Is you think people would be like, oh fuck yeah, this is fucking HVAC guy. Let's send him some shit. He gets X, Y, and Z per video. You know what I mean? But they also might have seen the infamous InfantCon and said, we don't want to fucking risk it, bro. Could you sign this NDA that if it sucks, you will not destroy it and tell us? That's what they need to come up with. You know what I mean?
Oh man, that was funny because literally the next day at about 9:00 in the morning,
them boys was on the horn.
InfantCon was on the phone with me saying, "Can we please make this better?"
See, they got it right. They know. They reach out to the
because like you said, YouTube is king. Because where does everybody go to watch a review or when something comes out? They go to YouTube.
Yeah, and YouTube is owned by Google. Google's the number 1 search engine. Guess what's number 2? YouTube. This is like that. You know what I mean? Like, so once these companies they just want the quick shit like that. I don't know. It's a whole thing. We can talk about that off there.
Jason is going against everything that we're saying, but he kept his in the case.
I used to, but I haven't had an issue. I have it's Gen 1, the straight ones, like, and then Gen 2 got that's what I have.
Well, I kept mine in a special plastic box, but that lasted about a month, and then they ended up shoved in my bag.
What?
I just put everything in the bag. I can't do extra cases and all that. I know some guys use like the Vito, the new
OC, that one.
OC 140, whatever they are, they're little hard shell cases. And I was like, I can't do that. I want to grab an extra bag.
Oh, it's coming.
You got food coming?
Yo, thanks, sexy lady. Peep. Okay, I don't want it to fall.
It is gonna fall.
Can y'all see?
What do you got there?
What is it?
Buffalo chicken mac and cheese.
That sounds good.
And a wagwa. So if you hear me slapping my jaws,
You gotta eat sometime.
speaking about getting in shape, guys, what I really think we need to do.
Let's talk about getting in shape now.
Yeah,
I wanted to hear.
Stay away.
From y'all's ideas about what y'all gonna do on your channels. Is Jake? You were talking about doing more lifestyle stuff, and
yeah,
Adrian kind of was in the same basket there.
I just don't want. I don't want to turn away anybody from the podcasting that I'm doing. So I need to get like more videos coming out and stuff, because I was like, I don't want my channel to turn into just a podcast thing. But I mean, it worked for Tito. You know, Tito did all that, showing everything from his getting up to lifestyle.
So like I was saying, so we get all these brands that like have nothing to do with what we do, right? So I got a couple things coming. You hear me? My sound dropped out. But like I'm getting a few things that I'm like, this has nothing to do with HVAC, but it's something I would probably buy, and like I want to. And obviously, what they want to do is they want to give you that plus do a video, yada yada yada. So I want to include it, but it would be something like worth me doing, and like, yeah, like lifestyle, dude. I guess vlogging, like that's a stupid term, but it would still like be around my day and work and business and. Okay, hey, I'm gonna work out this morning, and here's me making a coffee. This is what you know what I mean? Routine shit like that, and I think it'd be really cool. I think I don't know how I jive with people, you know, because it's hard sometimes with content to do like with our work, because our content is work, and when you are busy and like I really like your style, Kurt. I mean, it's good with the GoPro when you go. I just can't. You know what I mean? Like
I know. Same.
You know, it's like it'd probably be a lot easier, and people do enjoy it. They're like, dude, just put it on and you're good. And I'm like, yeah, but then at the same time, if you're recording the whole thing, and then you got to watch your whole hour and a half long service call, opposed to me just clip, set it up, do my shit. I'm moving, clip. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't record the whole call. I'm editing as I'm recording, because I'll stop because I know a dead time's coming, or I done started pulling the vacuum. I'll stop it and then just check in every once in a while. So like a 2-hour call, maybe 30, 40 minutes of video.
Yeah, that's still hard though. I bought an action camera. I have like it's like a neck band. I'm trying to do more of that stuff, but it's still like, you know, and then right now I'm just doing maintenance every day. So, and then like I get a call every now and then, but I don't know if it's going to be anything worth a video.
Well, when I'm slow, I've got to make every call into a good video, and that's hard to do.
You got to make it entertaining and all that.
Like, I can always film something. There's something I can always do, like, that still revolves around, like, it'll be like a blue-collar lifestyle type thing. You know what I'm saying? And I think it'll be cool. Like, and it just shows people what's achievable out there in terms of, like, doing stuff like this. And, like, my couple of videos with, like, the whole, you got the van wrapped in business. Like, those did pretty good for my channel, like, in terms of what, like, my normal HVAC stuff does. So it seemed like people did enjoy it. So we'll see.
Well, it's kind of cool. Like once you build it up, then you can kind of go and try other things. Because I've been messing with it. Like we were talking about before, like texting. Like I've had stuff that I scrapped. You know, when I'm working on like a car, you know, fixing it up, putting together the little workshop. I haven't even finished it, but putting that together and buying the stuff for that. Like I had kind of recorded some stuff for that. I was just like, I don't know if it's going to do well on my channel, you know, but when I bought the truck, I kind of felt like doing that and kind of being, like you said, Jake, like, you can have nice things when you are doing this trade and stuff like that. So
For sure.
that did pretty good for me too on my channel.
Hell yeah. Yeah, no, it was great, right? And people like seeing that stuff, Like Kurt, you also do the things I wish I would being a business owner and things like that. People like that.
I've done some of those, yeah.
And they do well, and you do stuff where you're just like in your shop, just doing some random shit. People like it. Like when I put these little walls up, I could have recorded that. That would have been cool. Like, hey, I'm in my garage. Like if you see it, it's like, oh, I got a backdrop, boom, and then there's, you know what I mean? This is like it ain't nothing, you know what I mean? But hey, we're ready.
I love it. I love it.
And the damn thumb didn't come up when you did it that time.
You got to hold it, remember?
Yeah, but it just
there you go.
But yeah, I think that stuff will be fun, because people, we have generally the same people that pop in on our stuff. It's pretty cool. Just like that's our interaction with people, and they're always like so positive, and it's really dope. And just carry on with it,
I see some people in the comments are talking about, would it be awkward wearing a chest mount? Or most people don't even flinch when I wear one.
When you roll up on the job,
it's there. I mean, I'm using one with a magnet behind my shirt now, so I'm not using that big old strap chest mount that I had. So it's just the camera right here, and still, but people don't even flinch when I'm wearing one.
Hell yeah, yeah.
I think I would just feel weird doing it. Like if like in the restaurant where I'm working at and stuff, like on the roof, I don't care, like whatever, or if I'm outside. That's why I said I just got one, so I'm trying to do that kind of content too. I did one. The video didn't do well. It was like right under 1,000 views or whatever it was, and it was all with I think the chest mount. And the people that did watch it did compliment how nice it looked, and that they liked it. But I was like, I don't know, for whatever reason, it just didn't do well. So like that kind of stuff is also like why I've thought of like just doing or trying out different things. At this point, I don't really care. Like I've gotten to, what is it now, 12,000. I'm pretty happy there. I don't know if I'm gonna ever be like, like what Kurt has or any of these other guys. So
right.
I mean, I can experiment with other stuff.
Yeah, why not do it? At least do it now. Like there's stuff that people say like niche
like
down, do your thing.
Yeah, what I was gonna. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. I was gonna say like that's why like I started that other channel where I was trying to do the content creator and the tech stuff. I was like, I don't know, maybe I should just do it here and there on my channel, on this channel.
Well, why not? Other one
channel.
Yeah.
I have too many channels now.
Yeah, right. Slow down.
That Spanish channel I started is hard to get it up and going, man.
That's pretty damn good though. Your subs are up pretty high, and your watch hours are almost there. And how long you into it?
A couple months, maybe 3-4 months.
I was gonna say, because it took me, I think 6 months to get monetized originally.
It was like 6 or 7 for me.
And I always tell people it does not carry over, right? If you already established one thing, if you tell people to go follow you somewhere else, like it doesn't always translate. You gotta
No, it don't.
You gotta start over. It just happens like that.
Yeah. You're like, hey guys, go follow my second channel. Like there's dudes that have like millions of subscribers, and you go to the other one, it's like 10. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I've seen that. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
I'll get. Yeah, no, yeah, we'll do it.
Yo, Mike finally got a new van, not a hand-me-down.
You deserve it, Mike. You deserve it.
Hell yeah, he deserves it. I've always bought used. This last one, I barely got into the transits. I know I'm like late to the game, but I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I enjoy mine too.
I've never had a sliding door, so I was super happy for that.
Oh yeah, it's a game changer, right? Just be careful with the handles, man. It's a fucking piece.
Yeah, don't go all savage on them.
That little back piece on your handle can come off, and when it comes off, the whole handle can come out. So what I did, I put some caulking. Mine came out. I put caulking on that and I slid it back in, and I ain't had no more troubles.
Kurt on it, 80.
If you got a problem, just ask Kurt.
Straight up. We're looking at getting a mini, which will be fucking sick. We
have one. We have one of our guys has the smaller Transit.
Yeah. The new,
I don't know what it's called, but
it's a Transit. Yeah. Little.
You wouldn't be able to fit anything in there.
This is good. I don't want to fit the big shit. Like, look, hey, I can only do a capacitor today.
The guy that has it for us only does more of the hot side. So like he just fills up shelves with like little parts. And he's fine.
I had a mini at my previous job. It was the Nissan, and I could fit a 5-ton coil in the back. So 5-ton condenser coil. So and then we'll obviously keep the big guy here. And yeah. I one so I can park it in the garage. So excuse me, sorry.
Eddie HVAC brings up he had a conversation with his GoPro on, and the guy said nothing about wearing it. And he kind of felt better about recording around people. Oh, Eddie's the one that was asking us last time about content creation and stuff because he was on the start.
Hell yeah, Eddie.
You know what I heard though? I don't know. Have y'all ever recorded conversations or interactions with customers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have a recent video. Yeah, no, sorry. I had a recent video. The guy was like, "Is this going on YouTube?" I was like, "Yeah, sure is."
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I get that question sometimes too.
States are different. Like in Georgia, it's like
yes,
you can record a conversation as long as one person in the conversation
consent
gives you, and you're that person.
You're that person. Yeah. It's a single party consent.
Yeah, places like I think California and stuff are stricter. Like you need everybody's consent. Like if somebody walks by, you need their consent or something like that. But I was listening to Tersh. He was on that dude that I told you about, local whatever.
Yeah.
He talked about a program that they record for any interaction with any customer, right? It's like something they give their employees. I don't know if it's on the phone or how it works, but they do it and they tell the people like that they're recording for their safety and all that, whatever. Because he had somebody that called, and I thought it was interesting because I was like, yeah, there's plenty of times where they tell you something and then they call you back later and they tell you something else or whatever. He actually had a like a con artist basically that called in, or I think that's what he called her. I don't know. Called in and started complaining about different things and wanted like something done for free, and then he's like, well, let me play it back or something like that. And then like the lady was like, oh, you have it recorded? And he's like, never mind. Cause she was complaining about the employee that went out and serviced, right?
For sure.
He said something and he did this or did that. And then he's like, well, I have the recording. You want to listen to it with me?
Yeah.
And she's like, nah, never mind.
Oh, about that. Yeah. That's well, there's this dude down here. I don't know if you guys pay attention to like just other entrepreneurs and shit, but Louis Bruno, he had Bruno Services down in, I want to say Naples, and he got busted on some crazy shit, dude. It was like he was facing like hundreds and hundreds of years. It was like federal investigation. Check into it. It was crazy because they were saying like he was conning customers, and same thing. He had all his shit third party recorded. So basically, like it was like the DA, bro, was some crazy shit. He was like, they just had to throw it all out the window. Like it was millions of dollars put into like getting this dude, and he's like, here's all my conversations, and like the people who tried to get it, same thing, third party recordings. Fucking, there's nothing you can do, bro. Like I got you. So yeah, it is good for crazy. That, straight up, because it's like,
and that's why I got a dash cam and started using those in all my vans, right?
Oh, nice.
And I actually had somebody who came up, who's crazy dude. I was at an intersection trying to turn, right? But to turn, we get in the bike lanes to cut the traffic and just make a right turn. Everybody does it, right? Especially like if there's no one running or bicycling, not an issue. And a lot of our bike lanes turn into official turn lanes. Like it'll just say like turn here or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing that. Some dude, I was already there, blinker on. I was just waiting for traffic to pass. Dude across the street started like putting his hands up and this and that. And I'm like, and he's running. He's not even bicycling.
Oh my god!
He comes up to me, like to my van, and starts. He ran into my
window,
passenger side mirror,
yeah,
but it folded in. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Ran into it and then smacked my van. He's like, "Are you stupid?" and this and that. Like started yelling. And I'm like, "Dude, I'm just trying to make a turn here. You were on the." I was like, "You were on the other side over there, just waiting, until you crossed, and then you started shit or whatever." So I was like, "Thank God I had a dash cam for all that crap."
Yeah,
because there's always stuff like that. I had another one that I got mad because I cut them off, but they were like going, I don't know, like 30 and a 55, and I had to go around them. Then they started speeding up and following me and shit. I'm like, what the hell? And then like they pulled up next to me, and I could see them with their phone recording me, and I'm like, I got you on my dash cam too. Like, I don't know what you want to do.
Well, have y'all ever had these phone calls where somebody calls and says,
"You're driving erratically"?
No, you get this phone call.
I have one of those,
and it's this angry driver who says, "I don't know who's driving that your van. It says HVAC guy on the back of it, but he just cut me off in traffic and nearly tore off my bumper."
That sounds about right. Yep.
And,
I've had two of those.
And well, when this happened to me, I said, "Well, I think I know who that is. I'll be sure to help him."
Matter of fact, I'm going to send him home right now, ma'am. Thanks for letting me know.
It's crazy, and it's funny because I dealt with that too when I started, and it's my dad's number that's on the vans and stuff, right? So then he called me. He's like, "What just happened? I just had a lady yelling at me on the phone about you." Almost the same thing like you said, like, "Oh, he cut me off, swerved this way and that way," and I'm like, "Dude, I took a sharp turn because, like the I had to get off the highway and then slow down and turn."
Yeah.
And I guess she was behind me. And I was like, there was nobody there when I made the turn, but he told her, yeah, he's like, "Well, I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him when he gets in. He's the boss or whatever." Like he always does that. That's that kind of stuff. And I'm like, I don't know. It's happened to me at least twice. And I was like,
so we just obviously just got the van wrapped, and before it was just blank. And there's a company that was the same company name as B&G in Tampa, and they would call us all the time, and they were like, "He's driving like an asshole," and we would just sit there, and then they would be like, "Well, your handling is very well." They're like, "Yes, ma'am. Just so you know, we're in Orlando, and we don't have any markings on our vehicles right now, so you're dealing with a different company." So, yeah. I've had it happen to me twice though, in terms of when I lived up in Maryland. I mean, people just are assholes, man. It's like,
well, that one that followed me kind of creeped me out, but
straight up. Did I tell y'all guys about the one where the dude cut me off it was about a month or so ago. Did I tell you about that one?
I don't think so.
The dude cut me off, and he was driving this fucking squatted truck, a douchebag, and he cut me off, and I had to slam on my brakes, and everything in my truck was like just use the blinker. And if you would have used the blinker, it would have been okay. I would have been like, "Oh, okay," because I don't give a shit. And so we end up coming up to each other at the red light. I roll down the window and I was like, "Hey, buddy, what year is that truck?" And he's like, "Oh, it's a 2016 or something." I was like, "Well, get the fucking blinkers fixed, asshole." You know what I mean? And he was like, he said something. He said, I thought I talked about this. And he was like, "Fuck you, faggot." I'm like, "What?" Threw that shit in fucking park, opened the fucking doors, got right to the front of my hood. He blitzed it through the fucking gas station that was right there, went on the other way. I was like, it just pissed me off so bad. It just wasn't a good day. And then that happened, and it was like,
you can't let that shit get to you like that.
Oh, I know, Kurt. I have not had that moment since I had kids. No, that's a lie. I got into it at a Chick-fil-A parking lot one time, bro. You know how you got the two lanes, and this motherfucker, bro, it's one car, next car, one. This motherfucker cut me off. I said, "No, sir." The line starts back there. My wife was so embarrassed. I was like, "My kids are hungry."
Just let them go
as you were,
ahead of you.
Yeah.
as you were saying that, I was like, what was Ashley thinking?
Yeah, she's like, oh my God, Jacob. You know, she's like, this is so embarrassing. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, good fuck. You know what I mean? And then, like, until one day, you know, I run into some guy and he's, you know, but I generally don't have those issues anymore. But that one just really infuriated me that day. I think I had like an air handler and shit, and it like fucking slammed into my pack outs and everything fell over. Sorry. Life goes on for a little bitty while.
Let it out, man. Let it out.
That's what I'm here for.
Florida got some crazy drivers and people.
Yeah, they're assholes, dude.
Yeah, it just got a lot crazier because I heard Mikey Pipes down there.
Oh,
Mikey fucking Pipes.
competition.
Yeah.
He's in your. You said he's in your turf, no?
Bro, he's straight in my area code, but he ain't gonna be doing the work that I do. Trust me. I seen some of his videos. Those cats ain't performing the type of work I'm performing. So, and he's more on the plumbing side, it seems like. And I seen,
Yeah,
you know, maybe you can train these guys, but Florida's a different beast than up there. Like, I came from Maryland. I had the same type of straight cool furnaces, boilers, all the shit. Like, coming down here and then dealing with the people is different. And a lot of these cats, these technicians that work for these companies are garbage, bro. Like, I had one today. You guys want to hear a long story?
go for it.
All right. Here we are. All right. So it's like a larger company.
Kurt will keep time.
I know, right? He's like, this is too damn long. All right. No, anyways, they sold this dude. The house was built in 2012. Sold him a system in 2019. So the system's 7 years old. Said he needed a new one. Okay. Sold him a Goodman. So it's like, bro, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, we're gonna upgrade you. Like, no. And so nothing's under warranty at this point. And they what they hit him with? There was a leak. His unit froze up, so the guy came out there, did an isolation test, but all he did was he just cut the copper at the air handler. He didn't isolate the coils, and he just isolated the line set. I don't know if he isolated the condenser or not, but I don't think he did, unless if he shut the valves, obviously that'd be nice, but he didn't. So I would assume. And he just left the coil open, so he didn't even check it. So they're trying to hit him with like $3,000 for a new line set. I'm like, it's $2,890. I'm like, get out of here, dude. Like, we charge very cheap. And I'm like, well, it's time for us to boost our prices. So it's a buddy of mine who referred me to this guy. So I went out there. I found like a leak in the evap, right? That's the first one. And the other guy, after they did the isolation test, the guy said, hey, can you tie this back together? So the guy brazed it back together. The guy that came out after the isolation test showed him his gauges, which were like the Elitech gauges. I'm like, anybody using Elitech, bro, you know, you can't trust that much. It's like using a Ryobi drill or something. So I'm like, he sent me the screenshot of it. It was said 0 PSI. I put my shit on when I get there. There's 280 PSI standing pressure, bro. And I'm there for like an hour doing my work. And obviously, you know, pressure temperature, it's getting warmer outside. The PSI is rising. So I'm like, I don't know what this other company did. And there was liquid came out of it when I, you know, so I'm like, I don't know what they fucking did. So long story short, there's definitely some asshole companies out there. And this is, I wouldn't say a reputable company, but they're a large company. They have multiple branches. But I just don't know how that shit happens. I mean, they just get over people, you know what I mean?
And that's people have asked me, don't you worry about putting all your work online and the competition, people seeing how you work and what you do? And I ain't got no competition.
That's right, my man. Let's go. Come on, son. Let's go. These motherfuckers can't compare to me.
Well, there's some good techs out there.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like I felt like that for a long time. Like I was like, you know, I'm good at what I do, and you know, I stand by my work and all that. There are good techs out there, but there's a lot of them that just go in there and they're just either rushing or just trying to sell stuff, you know, whatever it is. Like I've seen some crazy stuff that I've had to come up, you know, behind the company and stuff. Like right now I'm doing one too. It's for this little like Vietnamese type of restaurant, and they're trying to sell them a unit. I was like, you know, they want to know what it costs to replace the compressor is shorted out. I was like, you know, I'm trying to get a price for you, trying to fix it up and stuff like that. That's the kind of work that I've always done, you know, fixing, repairing over replacing. And some companies, I don't know how they get away with it, dude. Like
For sure.
all the crappy work.
Yeah, dude. And he's like the dude just like he's like he was supposed to be here between 2 and 4. Was here at 10 in the morning. He opened the door after the guy knocked. He just showed him a picture of the gauge. It was like, "Yep, told you it's 0," and then turned around and was leaving. He was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck if you got another. And that's what he said every time they come out. Oh, we got another job to go to. I think that's the separation, bro. Like I'm telling you, like we talk about it because we think it's normal. Like this is how people should or technicians should be, and it's very few and far in between where they're like us. Like our community online with like everybody that's in the chat, like all them cats, dude. Like we think there's so much of those guys out there, and there's not. It's sadly.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, that's why I get along more with people online, whether it's like you guys or the guys in the chat, Instagram.
Yeah.
Because those are like-minded techs, right?
And
I don't see that in person all the time.
Exactly. And we're like, dude, this is normal here, but like in real life, like what?
In real life. No.
I know. I was just thinking like IRL. Like, like yeah.
You know, the company I worked for before I went into business for myself, they would send me out to work, no recovery machine and no vacuum pump. Like, how am I supposed to work like that?
Just get it done, man. You're not supposed to. It's only recommended to.
I had to deal with that too. Like people that didn't do vacuums and when they brazed, you know, no nitrogen. I was like, what are we doing here? You know, recovering, you know, everybody knows like how that goes.
For sure. It's just
they called it midnight recovery.
Midnight recovery, bro. Yo, you guys ever heard of the Thunder Stick? It's just you take a piece of like 3/8 and then you braise like a piece of 3/4, you pinch it, and then you just put a little stem on the end of it, pinch that, and then so you can hook up your shit, and then you just stack it into the ground and you just blow all the refrigerant into the ground.
I had never seen that one.
I mean, we've all seen the water jug joint, right? So, yeah, we all But this one, when I first moved down here, bro, that's what the dude did. I was like, what? Like, he just was like, I was like, all right. I was at that company for about 2 weeks, bro. I was like, I can't. Like, it was so bad. Like, like, that's the type of motherfucker. They had a license. They got commercials on the radio and shit. And this is the type. I'm like, how? And they've been around for like 30 years.
Exactly, because around here we're starting to see, and I was going to mention it because I written it down. I've been seeing some Florida people down here too. Those next tech,
next gen,
next tech, I think.
Okay,
is it? I don't know. That's probably a different one.
Not familiar.
They got Florida plates and all that, but we're starting to see them. Climate Pros, you know, all those big ones that buy up companies and stuff.
Yeah.
And like they get all the construction installs,
good shit,
you know, stuff like that. Yeah, and I went up to one time. This was a year ago, and I made a meme about it, and I was like, if you know, you know, right? Because I found a water jug, and I saw him doing it,
bruh.
Funny enough, I was leaving the roof with my recovery tank and machine because there was an overcharged system that I was working on.
Yeah.
They installed a new AC unit, you know, down the line, and they got a call back. Brand new unit. I was like, why are you taking out any refrigerant, right?
Yeah.
But that was their fix. I don't know.
Wow.
But he left his water jug behind, but I was like, I saw him doing it anyway. That's like they don't care.
Funny. Yeah. No, dude.
It looks like a witch's pot. It's just
brewing,
bubbling and steaming and
straight. Yes. That's so funny. That's terrible, but yeah. No, man. Like,
what's up, Nasty?
Nasty.
Tech 24. Which one is that one? Have you heard of that?
Mm-mm.
No, I was like, I don't. No, it was Next Tech. It's like orange lettering and stuff.
You have to send it out, like when you see them.
They've been popping up a lot now.
It's just like, dude, you got that many people, you know it ain't gonna get all done right, and like you can only hope. Like we had those 2 installs, and I didn't do them this week, and I went out there, and there was a lot of things like, hey, it was a new crew we had, and I was like, hey guys, like this is what I want done. This is what's going to have to happen, because you like in your mind you just think this like people just know how to make it look good and do things, and so it's just I just really assumed that everybody was like us.
Well, look,
Right?
if you are differentiating yourself, you need to find a way to let your customers know.
Oh, fact, right? Oh, all day.
Oh, you talk to them, you let them know your process and everything.
That's what I was gonna say. So like I tell these cats, like these customers, they're like, well, the unit's only like 4 years old. I'm like, well, I'll be honest with you. Like the people who put this in, they probably didn't know what the fuck they was doing. And I don't say that. I just was like, they probably didn't do the proper procedures, with the nitrogen, and they probably didn't pull a deep vacuum, and they didn't purge, and they didn't flush, yada yada yada. And I said, and this is the quality of work, because they're just trying to bang these out. They got one, they might even have two that day they have to do.
Yeah.
And so these guys are they're not taking the proper steps. Where and they're like, I get it. So I'm like, that, like, rest assured what we do, X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? So
something that happens to everybody when it starts coming to employees, that they feel a pressure to hurry. The micro engage may not be working because they hadn't cleaned it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't use it. They just pull down to 30 inches of mercury, and that's it.
Like,
and they're not using nitrogen.
Time it out. Like, okay, we're good now.
Yeah, bro. Great.
I have a guy. We have a guy that every now and then he falls into that. I'm like, dude, just don't worry about it. Like he's worried about like knocking out the calls. Like, dude, don't worry about it. Because even I'm like that sometimes, because I got to get out.
Yeah.
Or I try to get out at a decent time. I'm trying to schedule my day or my week, efficiently and all that. But like, sometimes you are in a hurry or in a rush. But like, I always tell the guys, I don't care if it's, if you got to come back the next morning, just do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did it recently with a change out that we had for a walk-in cooler. We were changing out just the evaporator because they already had a new condenser. And I got there and there was a few hiccups, and I was like, okay, no, I don't want to be here all day. I don't want to rush through it. Like, let's do what we can today, get it prepped, and then we'll come back to like tomorrow or the next day. And then we knocked it out.
Yeah. And everybody's at ease. They're like, oh, thank God. You know what I mean? Because like you just have that peace of mind, and then you just know you're not going to fuck something up. Because how many times, like,
I'm talking from experience, because we've had those long ass days. Like, we're trying to get that shit running.
And like,
I know it. You're right, though. You can get that sense that you feel like you need to hurry.
Mm-hmm.
I like it has
to be done. It has to be done. The customer like might want it now, but if you tell them, if you explain to them what's going on and stuff like that, most of the time they're gonna be like, okay, just when you can, get it done when you can.
You've already been down and out already all day. You know what I'm saying? You'll survive.
I'm beginning.
That's what I told them too.
I used to.
I was like, it's been down already.
1 hour for every call. Like when I get busy, I'm booking out like 3 days, 4 days ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I would schedule each customer, unless it's a big job, I would schedule 1 hour.
And like,
for example,
like
I might schedule 4 hours for an evaporator coil in the morning,
mm-hmm.
and then the next 4 hours are going to be 4 calls. So when I get on those 4 calls, I'm like, I need to
for sure
knock them out, and I keep finding myself having to stop, slow down.
Yeah, it's like a balance.
And the whole time my phone's ringing at the same time.
Oh man,
yeah,
bro, you got to get. I'm telling you, they got those CRMs out there, like, or not. CRMs, but they also got
CRM like Jobber.
You're welcome. They them third party, like, and they'll answer like call centers, bro, and they're like, not India or anything like that, but like they'll answer your calls, they'll, and you tell them like your priority, like, hey, this is for like service calls.
Yeah, because that's rough for you, because you're the one-man show, dealing with all that.
Exactly, bro. And then what happens is, all you do, you give them, like, if they book the call or something, like, you got to pay them, I don't know, $5 a lead or something, you know what I mean, that they book for you, which, you can just either add to your dispatch, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they might be like a month-to-month service for you, Kurt, because you're working phone calls, because there'll be videos where you're like, sorry guys, phone call came in. Like, you know what I mean? All the time.
You might see me look at my watch and then the video will go out.
Yep.
But yeah, like I said, it's a balance because I'm like that too. Like I try to give myself like even that, like an hour. I'm like, okay, if it sounds simple enough, I'm gonna get there, and it might take me an hour, and then I got to go to the next one. But yeah, man, just I don't know, slow down. But also, I have to catch myself like these past, like I'm doing maintenance right now, just trying to knock them out back to back. But when I'm thinking that I got to be in a hurry or I got to do so many in a day,
yeah,
I'm just like, don't stop moving. Keep doing the next thing. Keep like get everything prepped, get everything packed up while you're waiting for something or whatever it is. And today was a tough one because I was trying to get a quote on a compressor, and then like they were giving me the runaround. There's a bunch of new guys at our supply house, which has been happening recently, and I'm like, I need this, but they didn't understand me. So like I'm trying to do my work and then trying to deal with the phone calls too. So I get it. Like it's hard.
For sure. Guys, hey, summer's right around the corner. I don't know how it gets around everybody else, but man, just start getting ready, get hydrated, get some good underwear and good socks because
Sub Boy HVAC.
Florida boy.
Yeah, he's working on some big stuff.
I
started watching some of his videos.
I think you guys told me about him.
Yeah, he's jamming, dude. What is the one he just put something out? I just saw it. It was working. It's something.
I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah, I can't.
I hadn't been watching a lot of HVAC. I took like a break from it because I had been working so much. But the there's Sub Cool. There's that guy that I mentioned that does ice machines. I think he's like 411 ice machine or something like that. And then like Kurt, you had some stuff coming out too. I barely caught up to
Kurt,
your update video, and then you had like several more come out after that. But
if I don't post a video,
people get concerned, bro.
2 days. If I skip 2 days, people start worrying.
They put yeah.
They're gonna do like a wellness check on Kurt. Like
that's what I'm thinking.
Somebody go check on him.
We know where he lives. Albany.
I'll start getting messages.
Has a call thing.
They might. I know a lot of these CRMs where it has like it's all integrated with other softwares. House Call could have either partnered with one that does that. I think Gil just did it, or they might have it integrated. I think it is like it's. I don't want to say it's Sarah. It might be Sarah, but Sarah might be. They might be their own CRM. But yeah,
I heard about that one.
A lot of them have the integration for that, and yeah, Kurt, check into that. Check out what who was that? Was that Mark?
Yeah.
All right. Check out what Mark said. We don't know.
Jason, we don't have to run around crazy and heavy commercial. Take your time and do it right the first time. If you have that, if you have the time, yeah. Because some companies, you got a boss that tells you how it is.
When I was doing some commercial work, I might have a chiller call, and then I get done with it. It might take me 4 hours, and I would have 6 or 7 more calls to do by the end of the day. And I'm like, y'all, just let me take my time.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta slow down and
Kurt. What happens if you book for, say you got that evap and then you book 4 calls hour by hour, but that second call takes you 3 hours? Do you cancel the next ones and move to the next, or do you get to them?
No, I don't always get to them because I need to be home at a certain time.
For sure, yeah.
I might put them off till the next day, and I'll just bump people along.
And you just give them a call, say, hey, just want to give you a courtesy reminder or courtesy call.
Right now, I'm trying to make a point to spend more than an hour on every job.
Okay.
Be more thorough and
just do more
time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I've had to do too, because like you can get caught up just trying to get to the next one. But like if you're already there, just be thorough and do more a little bit, or clean it up, check this, check that, whatever it is, and then
I'm telling you, they think you're a genius if you wash their air conditioner.
Yeah, they love, bro.
Scrub it down and stuff.
Spray the outside and everything.
People love that.
Yeah. Get some simple green.
I've been more conscious about that too, because I've told people or I've talked to people like, how does the customer know what you did, right? No, they don't know what you did inside, but if you want to, make the outside looking nice and spiffy,
get some turtle wax.
It's just for their peace of mind, I guess.
Straight up, yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good customer service for sure.
Dryer HVAC. I need to fix our
we got
links
one.
And stuff. We do have one, but it's under my
unreal. So we're not even getting a cut of this shit.
It's under my merch store.
I send people your way, bro.
I haven't fixed it. Like I kind of wanted to separate it or like have it in the description where you can easily get to it.
Just keep it all, man. Keep all the proceeds. Give my fair share to charity.
Hey man,
I'm fucking with you,
is like $50 a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's gonna Apple Pay this motherfucker right now? Well, nah, dude, you got your own podcast.
I've never asked for anything.
I know.
That one's sponsored. It pays for it.
And I always say I'm gonna send you money, and I never do. I'm one of them guys. Oh, but I forgot my wallet. I can't pay. I'll get you an AHR next year.
But but the other one's sponsored, so like it pays for that. Like there's a lot of expenses that go into this YouTube stuff, right? I have to pay for like iCloud and all this other crap to have, like all the shit that I have on my phone. Just it adds up.
It does.
So if you guys want to go buy a T-shirt, go to reliablehvacr.net.
Put the link in
you'll find it there.
Yeah, put the link in the chat. We got the hoodies, got the T-shirts, got the stickers, right?
We got everything.
Yeah, man, they're good. We all got one. Shirts fit real nice. They're snug. It's a real. When you go to where'd you do it at? The shirts. Is it just?
No, those were from. Those were I think the ones we got. You got the one.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Sticker Mule.
Right? Yeah. Sticker Mule. Yeah.
I need to fix the ones on mine because like I've noticed if I put anything on the back, that stuff comes
gone.
Off, so.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I'm gonna switch to maybe just front designs.
Okay.
And then I don't know. Maybe I like the Sticker Mule one. I might even switch to them.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Can't be like tactical over there, like with the best shirts.
Yeah.
He gets those done like in-house.
You gotta ask him well, it tells you what the blend is. You can just get one of them tri-blends. The shirts that he used for like the tactical award shirts, aren't those the same ones that you have? I think they're the Gildan like premiums. Because they weren't.
Yeah, it's what I'm more concerned with is the print.
Yeah. Just depends on where you go. It's gotta be like like bled into the ink, not like on the ink. Does that make sense?
When I figure it out, we'll have some better shirts.
You know what? We're gonna get a fucking shirt print and shit sent to us. Y'all watch. I got this damn.
I follow somebody that does shirt printing. He tells you like how to make it last and how to print it and everything. I was like, well, one of these days I'm gonna buy that press print.
Don't buy it. Someone's gonna reach out to you in YouTube. Check your junk mail and.
Oh, you got the weirdest crap. Yeah.
Oh my god.
In the junk mail.
Yeah, those are the ones like, I can't fuck.
I just checked it the other day, yeah.
Damn.
Dude,
you don't want.
No kidding. I was on a job today for about 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't check my phone for 2.5 hours. I come back and I've got like 50 emails. Like 4 of them wanting to send me some kind of Chinese tool to put in a video. And
or was it called?
What now?
What was that other one called?
VevOR?
That shit's great, bro.
You passed it off to somebody else, Jake.
Yo, that machine worked fine.
Oh, it was the pump. I always forget.
I gave him the tank. I was like, here, you can have it.
Did you see Ty exposed?
He had that shit. Yeah. Oh,
but he
God.
exposed them.
Oh, I thought he was actually using it.
No, he cut it open.
Well, he cuts open a lot of what it was inside. I didn't see
Well,
it.
it's not dot approved or whatever it's
Yeah.
called. So like they're not going to take it anywhere
Yeah.
that you recover, or they're going to charge you, something.
In my video, I said that. Yep. And I
Yeah,
emailed them on that shit, and they're like, "Oh, we're working on it."
Yeah, right. But
so what do you find
that
when you cut it open?
that it wasn't that they had like the relief valve and all this other stuff, like it was not, and then the dip tube went, I think, down too much or something like that, like, or not down enough. Like a lot of things where he was like, this is more dangerous than good, so like just a waste.
Solid. Yeah. Maybe I'll just pause that video or
I
make it
quit
private.
using the one I had. I used it for a little while, but I quit.
Yeah.
But which one? What did you get?
The recovery tank.
Oh, you got that too?
Yeah. Now I want to cut it open.
Cut it
That's
open.
what he did. I guess they reached out to him and he's like, I'll cut it open.
He's like, you do know who I am, right?
That's all he does.
I am the recovery guy. Like, yo, bro. Like in that video, matter of fact, the one on mine, I did the technique that he did, where you flip it up over and purge it in a liquid, and that way
I don't know,
down instead of like expanding.
Yeah, I don't know if not too many people knew that or something, because I was like, I was going through my photos and I was like, I have a ton of photos of me recovering and I'm doing that too. But
yeah,
I've always done also the bucket with ice, because I work at restaurants and there's always ice.
You got ice. Yo,
wait a minute. What are y'all talking about? Flipping it upside down when you recover? I'm not sure I'm following.
Yeah. So
it overheats for me.
Yeah.
He said it just goes in as a liquid, and instead of going all the way down and then expanding it went from a gas to a liquid or whatever, it just goes in straight as a liquid and settles. So instead of going all the way down to the bottom,
so quicker, won't get as hot as quick, stuff like that.
It'll go right in right away, and it just won't overheat. But on that machine, it overheated anyway. So it didn't really work. But
no, I tried to tell him too. I was like, yeah, I mean, that's helpful, but like in certain situations, it's still going to overheat, especially 410.
Did you see the one where Zach was like, I use the cool presser when I'm doing the recovery?
Oh yeah.
And people were like eating them up in the comments.
Well, no, I saw that, but
they're just like, bro, you're just like, oh, well, they're like, yeah, if you want to just stand in a fucking puddle of water like the whole time you're working, like, because it was at a damn. Oh
my god, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Oh, by the way, your extension cord is just sitting in that puddle of water too, and like, it was so. I was like, damn, bro, like, because you don't even think like that may be something you always do, and you're just like, I'm good with it. This is good technique, and then you get fucked.
They always get them too.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, dude, I thought this was a good idea. Everybody's just like, yeah, just get. What's the other thing that like the commercial people use? Jason will know that big fucking. I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. Like everybody will do the bucket. Cooler? Maybe.
For what? What do they use it for?
Like recovery when they put the recovery machine, or for the cylinder, the tank.
You talking about the
one that's looped?
Coil you put down in water?
That's what it is. Is that what you said, Adrian?
Yeah, you basically you're cooling it as you bring it out or pump it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so
people are like, yeah,
the subcooler.
Yeah,
I've never had one, but those are neat. Like, man, that's a good way to do it too.
That's better than running water over your.
I was gonna say the water thing is kind of hard.
And he did that shit. It was a damn package unit, bro. So it's like your work. That's just your work area. You know what I mean? I have a cool presser, but I only use it for compressors. Yeah,
it only takes a couple minutes, and then you take it off. So
whose video? What was we watching? Someone was like, yo, it doesn't like. Oh, I went to a training. The dude was like, cooling off it with water doesn't really change the time for like the thing that the close. I'm like, bro, like that's bullshit. I'll get there. That shit's overheated and it's been stuck open for however long. I put that shit on there in 5-10 minutes. It's so like to me,
for that it works. Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, what you might save 2 minutes. I'm like, No.
You know something I use sometimes?
To me, it depends
instead
on where
of
the person's
water?
at. Because I was like, down here in the South, it's hot.
Yeah.
Sometimes instead of water, I'll spray cool gel on it.
Oh, look at that. That's slick.
Literally
has a
slick,
solution.
as slimy as it can be.
That's cool though.
That stuff will evaporate. It evaporates much more slowly, and you squirt it on there and keep it wet.
Yeah,
you
why
go.
not? Yeah. Excuse me. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I work in restaurants. Except for one that's like they're just pizza, so they're just serving pizza. But most
that?
restaurants I'm not gonna say, have an ice machine.
You suck.
So I just go down and get a bucket of ice, and then I have my recovery tank sitting in ice, and it works great.
Oh yeah. Hell to the. There he is, yo. Get the.
Hey, boy.
I was gonna say, in that update video, dude, he sounded like a damn horse galloping around.
Big
He's
boy.
trying to tell me it's time to go to bed.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Speaking of which,
He's coming to get you.
signing out. No, okay.
I know.
I don't know.
He's our time clock, bro. We got to go when he goes. He said 8 and skate. Let's get it. Come on.
Let me show y'all something real quick, because this came in last time and I didn't get to.
He's my alarm clock in the morning too.
Good for you.
Bam! Talk about crappy jobs earlier. I should have brought this up earlier. Brazed,
bro.
the flare fitting.
Son, I swear to God, I just saw some shit like this.
And
they said it was working.
Bruh.
Yeah.
That's a dryer?
Yeah. Look at that. But if it works, it works, right?
Straight up, right?
Well, it's.
Hey man, it's what I had to do at that time of day. I had to go.
Not the correct dryer or valve, but that it had been working like that. That's from C Young.
Damn. Yo, see, I don't.
I used to see this stuff. I kind of missed that.
I can understand really wanting to get it going, but I wouldn't have done something like that. Ain't no way.
I wouldn't have done that either.
Nah,
I've had to I come across a lot of that we cut out and have to do it, the right way. But it's fun when you get out there and you see stuff like that.
I have a TXV photo here, like, bro, like this was like within a week. All right, it's probably not like, damn.
Closer. Yeah. There you go.
That was within a week. I'm like, yeah, your shit's just, you know what I mean? And so I had to replace the bitch already. It's like, bro, like, because so that comes down to, right? Fucking, we think people just have the common sense. Hey, take the fucking TXV off, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I have another one that was all boogered up, man. It was just like, who really, they just cold soldered the shit out of it. You know, they look like,
or they don't have enough gas either. I've seen that too. It's not hot enough, and you can tell that they try to put that stuff on their stuff.
This will work. I swear it'll work.
I did a condenser one time, and we changed the TXV. I had somebody working for me, and he brings back the other TXV. And when he brought it back, I could see that little white Teflon seal in it. I said, well, did you put one in the other one? He said, what are you talking about?
Son of a bitch. Like, it was in the box.
Needless to say, by the time we got there, there wasn't hardly any Freon in it.
Oh,
I don't
my
know
God.
how he thought he was pulling a vacuum.
Yeah. Well, guilty. Your boy over here. Well, the other day, it's like, son of a bitch.
I caught myself when I came across that, because I don't work on a lot of like units like that, and I was like, oh, I need that.
Yeah, you need it.
Yeah, I caught myself. I almost had a bad day.
Well, if you make it really, really tight and then you just braise the top of it, Kurt, you'll be okay.
I don't know about that.
I had a guy once that, the compressor plugs, or I'm pretty sure it was a compressor plug, brazed over it with the new line set, and we figured that out.
Bro, like, so I had a job, and I'm like, dude, this is what's happening, because they had just gotten new, so I guess, what is it, L copper, the hard shit, and they had just ran it. I'm like, dude, there's a plug in this bitch, because that bitch was going right down. I'm like, they're like, nah, ain't no way.
Yeah,
I'm like,
just pump down. Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
Guys, I had this one employee, and he was a good employee. But you know the trains with the rotor locks?
Yep.
Okay.
I sent him to do one train compressor. He installs it, and he says it goes out on head pressure immediately.
God dang it.
Mm.
So I was like, okay, well, we'll just get another compressor. We get another compressor in. He says that one's going out on head pressure immediately.
Okay.
And I said, something ain't right. What? I don't understand what's going on. And then he tells me, was I supposed to take those plugs out?
Dang.
Could you? Dang, that's
Kurt,
And
and
he-
then Kurt was so pissed that day.
And he was one of the good employees.
Nah, dude, that's
Damn.
got to save those, bud.
Oh my god!
And that's why I'm always
leave the
hesitant.
plugs in and just.
Yeah, I'm always hesitant when like a compressor. I've had faulty compressors out of the box, but it's only happened like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, shit, did we miss something, right? Because I'm always worried that it's gonna be something stupid like that.
What's y'all's thoughts though when that shit just sounds like rocks, right? Automatically putting a new TXV in too?
Maybe not.
New compressor with a new TXV. I mean, I just quoted the guy because that's what it was. I'm like, dude, it's probably because you had some flood back, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, where else would that have come from? I guarantee. And in my experience down here, the carriers do that quite significantly. And I ran into that issue one time where I was like, hey, it was your compressor. I was like, all right, go to start the bitch up. Same fucking thing. I'm like, son of a bitch. And then so I was like, it's your TXV. So like from now on, the problem is I told the guy, like his system's out of warranty. He's like, can we do this without it? I was like, no problem. Because the TXV was only $200. I was like, but I recommend, we do it. But just curious when your thoughts, if you have a flood back, would you just automatically go ahead and do them both?
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had to do that. I think only twice on a walk-in freezer, where we put a new compressor and there was an issue with the TXV like that, like flooding back.
For sure. And it's easy to do it when it's under warranty because it was like, hey, look, this ain't gonna change no difference on that. But out of warranty, that's an additional X, Y, and Z on labor, and it's up in the attic. So,
well, it would be better to do that than do the compressor and come along 30 minutes later and say, hey,
that's exactly.
We found another problem.
Yeah.
And at least like I told him because he was like, crazy part is like, dude lives in like a bougie ass area, and that's how it generally is too. Drives really nice vehicles, Range Rover, and then like an Audi something, and fairly inexpensive repair, I guess. Not really, but also gave him options for system. He said, can we just take that out? I was like, sure, we can do it. And I just wrote in there. But if I'm doing it, I'll have to add an additional hour of labor while I'm there. I'll pick up the TXV just to be safe. But from the quote you have, add another hour of labor. Because I'd had already pumped it down and done all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, just curious, but that's just covering my ass, too.
Yeah, you got to do it. What's up, Klaus?
Close. Sprickens Dutch. What up, Butler?
I was looking for a comment.
I learned today that I missed a change out by $300.
Dang. Yeah, I'd rather not know.
Yeah, right. Like, bro, why didn't you just call me? We could have worked this out.
I missed it by $300.
That guy, the one that I talked about, the bar cooler that didn't call me back. Like,
yeah,
I sent him a text. I was like, if you want to talk price or, if there's any concern, just talk to us, right?
Nothing.
But still got nothing.
Well, so damn, Kurt, I had one. What I have? Oh no, so this was a crazy one, dude. This was last year when this lady wanted a inverter system, or at least a 2-stage, and Rue dropped the ball on getting that shit, right? Like, we didn't end up getting the new SEER 2 shit until like May, June, and this was in February. She ended up spending like $20,000 with this company down here for it. But I just went back out to her house, not for this. It was something separate, anyways, because the homie, I'll tell you guys about it. But I saw she got the Lennox. She didn't know it was me. I was like, oh, so I see you went with the Lennox, because we had quoted her the same type of system. It was like $12,000 or something, and she paid $20,000, and it looked like ass, bro. Like almost like I don't get it, dude. Like we lost a job for $8,000 plus. Like it just blew my mind. But like
it happens. It happens.
I'm like,
it's been that's been something we've been going through, and I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it on the next one because we're in that space where it's like, you know, there might be like 2 or 3 companies that one of our customers calls, and it's just like sometimes it's random, sometimes it's because of our overtime prices. You know, it's all things, and then like I go out there on the maintenance call, and I'm like, I see you got a new evaporator coil or whatever it is. I'm like,
yeah,
wonder who put that in.
Hey, you know what? Screw you, and I'm not doing the job for you anymore. All right, look, we got boots getting boogie, fellas.
Just want to show you that Mike said that we missed the loud one last week.
Oh, here we are, fellas. We had a good talk. It was a good show last week. You guys did great. You know.
Steve was in the chat earlier. He's like, I don't know about those other 2 guys that filled in last week. But
those were the replacements. So either you get Shane Falco or you guys get the reference? Huh?
No, I don't know who Shane Falco is.
Damn it. There was a movie called The Replacements. It's a football movie. It was what's his face? Keanu Reeves. And he was the quarterback.
I've probably never seen it.
Great movie, bro. Check it out when you get a chance.
Put it on your list.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You're watching right now, The Mandalorian and all that. Just put it on your list.
Me?
He finished.
Actually, we're done with The Mandalorian. I'm on to that Jedi Ahsoka.
Yeah, Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
That's like that's another one in that series. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's better than the other one we watched. We watched Andor.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars series. That one was kind of slow, but Osaka's pretty good.
Hell
Gotta
yeah.
check that out. I haven't been watching. I haven't been watching too much TV, but I had The Mandalorian on my list. I've watched probably 2 seasons.
Oh, The Mandalorian is cool. That's This Is the Way.
Yeah, you got that on your van too.
No, I've got
the baby Yoda, right?
I got a little baby Yoda on my van.
There you go.
What's his real name?
Grogu.
Grogu, that's right.
Grogu, yeah.
There you go.
I tried sitting.
Yeah, my girlfriend was like, "You don't know the replacements? I've seen the replacements. Yeah. Kurt hasn't."
Thank you.
Anyway, I think we can close it out now, unless you guys want to keep going.
Yeah, that's good for me.
I'm sweating.
Well, we'll save the other topics for next week.
Stay tuned.
And, yeah, appreciate you guys for coming out.
Take care.